Did the devs reveal to us the name of the next DLC? Let's find out. Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. The devs did post this little preview on X, although they did post it to announce that there was a new blog that was added to the DCUO website. We did discuss it before, but in case you did not watch the previous video, so basically the devs decided to add some sort of a storyline to the DCUO website to fill in the blanks between DLCs. So it started with a new deadly mystery. Then the second blog we got was the games Afoot. So again, basically they seem to be trying to fill in the gap between DLCs. So in this case, from the Harley Quinn DLC to the next upcoming DLC, there's this story that kind of fills the gap and pretty much makes the transition from one DLC to the next. They even posted this little timeline as some sort of clue as to who the evil mystery killer is. And of course, now they've posted this. Although they posted this to announce basically the third blog that was added. So you can see here the third blog, which is from the crime journal of Voivode. No, I'm not going to read those blogs. I don't do scripted videos because I sound so fake when I try to read a script. And even just reading the script, it doesn't work for me. So if you want to read those blogs, I'll put a link to those blogs in the description down below. But then when you read the blog, at the very end of the blog, you will see this picture. And then it does says, to be continued in Light and Rain, Day of Reckoning. Is Light and Rain, Day of Reckoning the name of the DLC, the name of the chapter, the name of the episode? We don't know just yet. If I was to take a guess, I would say Light and Rain is probably the name of the next storyline, and Day of Reckoning is probably the name of the first chapter. But the truth is, we don't really know at this point. So sadly, for people who thought that the next DLC would be a Batman DLC, whether you were happy about it or not, like there were people who were not happy because the next DLC would be a Batman DLC, then be happy, it's not going to be a Batman DLC. And for those who wanted to have a Batman DLC, sorry, it would seem that it's going to be pretty much a John Constantine or maybe a Justice League Dark DLC, I'm not sure just yet, I guess we'll find out soon enough. And in the foreground we see what could be the evil mystery killer. So let the guessing game begin. Who do you think this mystery killer could be? So this is pretty much the first hint we have for the next DLC. When will they give us more information? We don't know just yet. And sadly, bad news. Bad news. It would seem that the PC test world will be down until January 31st, 2025. Normally when they add a DLC, an event, when they add something to the test server, it takes about 2 weeks then for the DLC or the event to be added to the live server. So in this case, we know that the PC test will be down until January 31st. So that means that even if they give access to the public server to everyone on January 31st, 2025 to test the DLC, that means that at the earliest, we can expect the DLC for mid-February. So we were told that we would get the next DLC late January. It would seem that we're going to miss that window by about 2 weeks. Unless for some reason they decide to add the DLC directly to the live server for some reason. I guess we're going to have to wait and see for that. The thing is, we don't know. We don't know, are they going to give us access to the DLC on the test server, on the public test server, and then launch it to the live server 2 weeks later? Or are they simply going to launch it on the live server? Sadly, we have no real information about that at this point, so all we can really do is speculate. So there we go, guys. So Light and Rain, Day of Reckoning, and this is the first real preview we have of the upcoming DLC. Also, some of you guys were wondering, Multiverse, why do you have an X account? Sadly, sometimes we don't get the information on the forums. Sometimes the announcement section doesn't have the latest information. Sometimes we do get the latest information from X. So that is pretty much why I have an X account. So I will put a link to the DCUO X account in the description down below. Also, I will put a link to the various blogs if you guys want to read those blogs. So there we go, guys. So this is our first real hint about the upcoming DLC. As soon as we get more information, I'll let you know about it.